it gets real, as it's the last tournament of the game. Not to say that the game ends right after it, but it'll be the last one to get through for now. You might be wondering, why does it get real? Well, for one good reason, my friends. Evolution. You see, in the Bakugan show, at a certain point, the main character's Bakugans end up basically evolving, like Pokemon, into a stronger and basically cooler forms that they can all use. So what that means for me is that because the tournament includes every mainline character who has an evolved Bakugan, I, who do not have such a thing, have to fight them. This is absolute bullshit, mostly because it was already hard enough slightly beating their best Bakugan in a normal fight, but with this, they all have boosted up monsters along for the ride. The first of the 7 people we have to fight is Marucho, and this wraps back to my earlier point of why I love his Bakugan so goddamn much. Marucho's Bakugan, Preyas, who's originally an Aquos type, actually has a super unique ability compared to the rest, as he can change into any type of Bakugan he wants to. Now, I want to say in the game, this is a little different since it's nerfed with the fact that you have to spin a wheel to get what attribute you want. But that's not even the coolest part about him, since he not only has one evolved form, he has 2. It's crazy. But it doesn't end there. Both Preyas, Angelo, and Diablos, their names, have not only one attribute, they both have dual attributes. The typing Angelo has is Water and Chaos, while Diablos has Water and Pyros, which is absolutely absurd since that means he can just be whatever the fuck he wants to be. Not even that is what makes him the coolest, since the designs are even better because just look at these guys. You're telling me you wouldn't see this as a kid and not try to get them on your team? I'm getting very off track here, but the main problem we have are these two, and for very good reason. So let's go over the first attempt at fighting Marucho. I lost. Yep, I was pretty much getting absolutely manhandled by this kid who's 3'8" and is a spitting image of the nerd emoji. So what did I do wrong? Well, the first fight was actually the only time I was lucky since I got to fight who we need to when going against Marucho, and that's the unevolved version of Preyas. After that, it was just me basically fucking up the whole time with my shots, missing the crystal, and as well having a hard time with the map's floor since it's actually horrendous to move around since it'll only just slow you down and waste energy. Once he got a double stand after my second time not landing on a card, I decided to reset for my second attempt. So what's going to be the key to beating these guys, since it's very clear that they're miles apart in power, confidence, and everything else I don't have? Well, if you remember at the beginning of the video, I mentioned a strat that you can use to actually beat people. I'm going to double stand the shit out of everybody. It's the only way I can actually get past these fights, so don't judge me too harshly. The first fight against Marucho went smoothly, fighting against first form Preyas again, then double standing for the second card, and finally, I'll end up using Leonidas as my last form of attack since I can just juice him the hell up and win by a good amount of power. Luckily, the next couple of fights weren't all too bad, mostly because the other Bakugan that they use aren't just other evolved forms of their main Bakugan. Both Julie and Shun were the easiest of the bunch, mostly due to just having a good card boost in hand that could help me defeat their hardest monster. Runo was mostly the same deal, but I will say that the type advantage could definitely stir this fight up if you aren't lucky enough or are just a bit underpowered. What really